Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the Not Another Mom podcast. It's time to take that mom hat off because this is after hours and I'm making you off the clock. This podcast is here to help you know your worth because damn girl, you're a goddess who deserves to live the life of your dreams. I'm your host, Leslie Sprague. And we talk everything from manifesting to motherhood. Yes, those little monkeys will still creep in here or there. Spirituality to girl talk with your besties. And from business to finding that balance in life. I'm here to remind you that you are worth it. Life gets to be easy for you, and your dreams really can come true. So grab your favorite glass of wine, craft beer, or if you're a whiskey and diet kind of girl, grab that and let's get this show on the road. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Not Just Another Mom podcast. I am your host, Leslie, and thank you so much for being here. Happy April Fools! Is that your kind of thing? Like, do you love to play pranks on people? Or, like, do you get really into this holiday? Me personally, I am much more of a fan of, like, simple dad jokes. I'm not so much a prankster, in my opinion anyway, but now it's got me kind of second guessing whether I should ask my husband and family what their thoughts are on this matter. But I wanted to talk to you guys quickly about your standards, because whether we know it or not, we have standards in our lives, standards in what we expect for things to come out, the way we think things are going to work, standards in everything. And when we are going after our dream life, however that looks for you, we look at our standards, and quite often we don't even realize we have low standards. You know, when you expect the worst out of something automatically, or you automatically think that something is going to be hard. Those are your standards. And it's time to raise our fucking standards. Because you are worth it and life gets to be good for you. I don't know if I can ever say that enough. But it gets to be easy. In a mastermind call just a few days ago, we were chatting about standards and, you know, how when you expect things to go a certain way, it happens for both positive and negative. Because if you expect it, I think the quote that we were referring to was, of course it does. Of course it did that. Well, of course your course or your program could sell out and it's like, well, duh, of course it did. But it could go the other way too. If we're talking about like a program or a course or something that you're trying to sell, for example, oh, of course, if you're going to the negative aspect, oh, of course, nobody was interested in my program. Of course, it didn't work out the way it wanted. Of course, everything has to be hard. Pay attention to how you choose your phrases and how you think things. Because if you think things are always going to be hard for you, then 100%, the universe is going to meet you there and you're going to show up in that mindset. But if you expect and raise your fucking standards, you accept nothing but the best. nothing but the best from your courses, nothing but the best from your relationships, nothing but the best from this podcast episode. Like, you get what I'm saying. And raise the freaking bar. You get to set the bar. And you are in 110% control of that. When we look at our standards and we adjust them to meet us where we want to go instead of where we currently are, that's where things begin to change. That's where the magic happens, because you're no longer available. You're no longer vibrating at the lower level standards. You expect a certain outcome. So pay attention to your standards in life, because you get to choose how they look. And I'm guaranteeing, even in our health, if you look at your health, is it a standard that weight loss is a huge thing for people? Is your weight loss journey, what are your standards in that? Are your standards that, of course, it's going to be hard and difficult for you to lose weight? I've thought this before. Now, I just don't give a fuck because I love myself as I am. But are you constantly in that standard? That it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult to lose the weight or whatever your health journey is. I'm just using weight loss because it's a very easy thing for people to understand and relate to. What if you treated yourself as the goddess that you are? That changes things. How would a goddess move her body? How would a goddess fuel her body? That feels very different. It's two very different things. So, I encourage you, take a look at your standards in your life and raise the fucking bar. Because if you don't do it, who else will? It's your life and you get to take control. Until next week, ladies, I am so thankful for you for tuning in. And if this is something that you enjoyed and resonated with, please share it in your Instagram stories and tag me in it. I would be ever grateful. And we can continue this conversation over on Instagram too. So I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for listening. If you loved this episode, will you do me a favor and help spread the love? Go ahead and leave a 5-star review and share this episode on your Insta stories. If we aren't yet connected on Instagram, come follow me at Leslie & Co XO. And since everybody spells my name wrong, that's Lesley & Co XO. And leave me a line and say hi. Have an amazing day, beautiful, and we'll catch you next week.